Good morning, friends. I am Dr. Geeta Rani of Dayanand College, Hisar, and I am doing a poem of Robert Browning, My Last Duchess. The time period of Robert Browning is 1812 to 1889, and he wrote this poem in 1842. That is my last Duchess, painted on the wall, looking as if she were alive. I call that piece a wonder, now Frapp and Dolph's hands. This poem is a dramatic monologue. The speaker speaks in a dramatic way. Monologue means only one person speaks and he speaks to some listener. Obviously, the dialogues of the listener are not there and we can feel the presence of the listener in the speech of the speaker only. He is showing his last Duchess that is painted on the wall and telling that it's a rare piece of art, and the Italian painter, the painter of Renaissance age, Fra Pandolf, painted it. Worked busily a day, and there she stands. Will it please you sit and look at her? He is calling the attention of the onlooker, of the person who has come with a proposal of marriage, remarriage rather. I said Fra Pandolf by design, for never read strangers like you that pictured countenance, the depth and passion of its earnest glance. He says that I have not permitted anybody to see this picture. You are a lucky one that you are putting a glance on this picture. But to myself, they turned, since none puts up the curtain I have drawn for you, but I. It is a privilege of the Duke of Ferrara, that he draws the curtain. Nobody else can touch the curtain. And seemed as they would ask me, if they durst, how such a glance came there. So not the first. She is looking so lively because the Fra Pandolf has worked so busily, and she looks so lively that everybody dares to ask why such a lively look is there on her face. Are you to turn and ask thus, sir, it was not her husband's presence only poured that spot of joy into the Duchess' cheeks. Perhaps Frau Pandolf chanced to say, her mental lapse over my lady's wrist too much. The Duchess who has died, or rather say who has been murdered, the Duchess was very soft-hearted. She was a gentle person and she was murdered brutally by the Duke of Ferrara because she used to give smile to nature and to everyone gently. Perhaps the painter must have said, ma'am, your mantle is falling too much on your wrist, and that's why the dimple is there on her cheek, half flush that dies along her throat. Such stuff was courtesy, she thought, and cause enough for calling up that spot of joy, the spot of joy, the dimple in her cheek. She had a heart, how shall I say, too soon made glad. She would be glad, she will be happy very easily. She could be pleased easily, too easily impressed. She could be impressed easily. She liked whatever she looked on, and her looks went everywhere. Sir, it was one my favor at her breast, the dropping of the daylight in the west, the bow of cherries some officious fool broke in the orchard for her. He is counting those very points that caused a smile in her cheeks, a dimple in her cheeks. It was a necklace, a costly necklace which the Duke presented her, or the setting sun, or a bunch of cherries which some courtier offered her, or the white mule she rode with round the terrace, all and each. All these were the same things for her, would draw from her alike the approving speech. She would thank all of them equally, or blush at least. She thanked men. Good. But that somehow, I know not how, as if she ranked my gift of a 900 years old name with anybody's gift. That is the jealousy. That is the jealousy of Duke of Ferrara. That she would thank the person, the officious fool, the person who has brought the white mule, equally as she would give a smile to the Duke who has brought very precious jewelry for her. Who would stoop to blame this sort of trifling? Even had you skill in speech, which I have not, to make your will quite clear to such an one and say just this or that in your disgusts me. Duke of Ferrara says that he is not courteous enough. In fact, he is not really courteous. He is rude and cruel. That he gave orders and all those smiles stopped together. He stands as if alive. Will it please you rise? Will meet the company below. Then I repeat the count, your master's known munificence is ample warrant that no just pretense of mine for dowry will be disallowed. Though his fair daughter's self, as I avowed at starting, is my object. He is so greedy and so pretentious that though he wants dowry, yet he still says that he does not want it. That his main object is the daughter of the person, the daughter of the king who has sent a proposal for marriage. As I avowed, at starting is my object, nay, we'll go together down, sir. Notice Neptune, though taming a sea horse thought a rarity. While they are getting down, while they are reaching the court, he shows the person, he shows the representative of the king, the rare piece of art, the sea god Neptune, who is there on the way, the bust size of bronze. He is taming a sea horse, and that art piece is considered a rarity. Thus, Duke of Ferrara is a lover of art. Still, he is very cruel, who killed his Duchess very brutally. And he is very greedy as asking for more and more bribes.